Hello and welcome to the English virtual class. The topic for today is listening to people talking about world problems, TV, documentaries also. Let's see. You are going to listen and read, of course, talking about world problems in a radio show. The presenter and Michael. Let's read it and listen it from me. Hello and welcome to The Future is Green. Today we're talking about a special project to make schools more environmentally friendly. We have a pupil from year 12, Michael James, to tell us about it. Hi Michael, and thanks for talking to us today. That's okay, I'm missing a few lessons, so I don't mind at all. Now, can you tell us about your project? How did it begin? About a year and a half ago, one of our teachers started an after-school club called Friends of the Planet. At first, it was just for pupils from our school, but then we contacted other schools in our area. Now, our Friends of the Planet group has members from 6 other secondary schools. We meet once a week, and for the last 6 months, we've been working on this special project. Let's see. I see. What exactly is this special project? Basically, we've designed an eco-school for the future. We worked with a group of architects who are planning to build a school that is more environmentally friendly. The architects contacted our group because they wanted to involve young people, and together we've made a model of how this eco-school will look. It sounds very exciting. Michael has brought the model of the eco-school into the studio with him. Can you explain it to our listeners, please, Michael? Sure. First of all, we have solar panels on the roof of the school. There are 50 panels altogether. And will they provide power for the whole school? Yes, that's the idea. It will save a lot of money on electricity. Oh yes, I can imagine. Tell me about the garden. Let's continue. Our eco-school will grow vegetables and we'll use them for school dinners, so our school dinners will be very organic and much cheaper than buying food from the local supermarket or even from a local farm. We'll also have chickens, rabbits and ducks. And will they go into the school dinners too? No. That would be terrible. They'll be pets and they'll be useful. They'll eat the leftovers from the kitchen and the chickens will provide eggs. Very good. So what other plans do you have to make the school more environmentally friendly? We'll use low energy light bulbs in all the classrooms. We'll also have recycling bins in every classroom and in the school grounds. And what about your lessons? Will they be from non-eco schools? Most of our lessons will be similar to lessons in any secondary school, but in our science lesson. Let's continue. We'll focus more on environmental issues like climate change and global warming. Then in our technology lessons, we'll learn about things like renewable energy and even how to make solar panels. I see. Well, we've almost run out of time. Thank you for talking to us about your project. It's very nice to meet a teenager who is so concerned about the environment. In my experience, most 17 and 18 years old are only interested in gadgets and games. Well, I like gadgets and games too, but I probably worry about the environment more than my friends. We must stop there. Thank you, Michael. Your project sounds fascinating and I look forward to visiting your eco-school one. Now, you should choose the correct answers related to the interview. First one, Friends of the Planet is an after-school club with members from A, 1 school, B, 7 schools, C, 6 schools. Let's see. It's B, 7 schools. 2. What is the project? A, to make environmentally friendly changes to schools. B, to create a new type of solar panel for schools. C, to help design a new environmentally friendly school. So C, to help design a new environmentally friendly school. Number 3. School dinners will include vegetables from A, a local farm, B, the local supermarket, C, the school garden. So C, the school garden is the correct answer for it. Let's continue with number 4. Science and technology lessons will A, be the same as in other secondary schools. B, not focus on climate change. C, concentrate a lot on environmental issues. The correct one is C, concentrate a lot on environmental issues. Number 5. The interviewer comments that A, Michael is probably not a typical teenager. B, Michael is like every other student of his age. C, Michael likes games and gadgets. The correct one is A. Michael is probably not a typical teenager according to the presenter. Now you are going to listen and read to a TV commentary about a cultural festival. Let's see some related words. Origins, early civilization, gloomy, departed, altar, grave, festivity, festoon, slap up, consume, and nutrition. Let's see together. A TV commentary. I can tell you how exciting it is to be here in Oaxaca today for the famous festival known as Day of the Dead. And it's such a lovely day too, warm and sunny, the perfect weather for such an important festival celebrated by all Mexicans. Here in Mexico, the Day of the Dead takes place every year on the 2nd of November, which is All Souls Day in the Catholic religion. But the origins of the festival go back to the early civilizations of Mexico, such as Aztec civilization. With so long a history, it is understandable why the festival is a national holiday here, and it's worth remembering that this is a celebration. There is nothing gloomy or sad about the Day of the Dead. It's a bright, colorful festival that honors the dead and where families remember all the happy times they had with their departed loved ones. I think it's time to take a closer look at what happens on this splendid holiday. Mexicans prepare all year for this festival, planning how they will decorate the altars that they make at the graves of their loved ones, and also for the food that family and friends will share on the day too. Mexicans believe that the spirits of the dead come back to visit their families and that the spirits can join in the festivities. This is why they decorate the altar so lovingly. Each of the graves in the cemetery has a beautiful altar covered in candles, great big bright marigold flowers, and amazing sugar skulls. Families also put out the favorite food of their loved ones so that the visiting spirit can enjoy the food too. When families come to the grave to decorate the altar and share some time with the spirit of their loved ones, they also talk about the happy times that they all had when the person was still alive. People like to tell jokes and funny stories about the past. Let's continue. It's not just the altars at the grave that are decorated either. The streets are also festooned with colorful balloons and candles. The candles are to light the way for the visiting spirits so that they can find their families easily. After people have visited the graves or their family members, then they have a fantastic festive meal. Some families, if it's nice weather like today, like to have a picnic in a park or the countryside or a big slap-up meal at home. As the Day of the Dead is a party and not a funeral, people's homes are also decorated with candles, balloons and flowers. It's a festive day with lots of eating and drinking and plenty of laughter. But wherever the family celebrates, they always make a place for the visiting spirits. Often, they'll provide lots of cushions and a warm blanket so that the spirits, which have come a very long way, remember, can be comfortable and well rested. Mexicans also believe that the visiting spirit can enjoy the food and drink, and it's such good food that this is hardly surprising. It's quite strange, but they believe that the spirits consume the food in a spiritual way, and that means that they take all the goodness and nutrition from the food. In the end, though, after spending a wonderful day at these fantastic celebrations, it's obvious that in some ways it has the wrong name. Yes, it is a Day of the Dead, but really it's a celebration of life in all its richness and color. It's a real family day when everyone can gather together to share and laugh about life. I can think of anything more joyful. Now let's see. You should say true or false for the following questions and statements. First one, the Day of the Dead dates back to the Aztecs. What do you think about it? Is it true or false? Let's see. It's actually true. Number two, the festival isn't a sad occasion but a bright and happy one. What do you think of it? Is true or false? This is easy. This is true. Number three, Mexicans believe that the spirits of their dead relatives actually take part in the celebrations. Let's see. This is true. Number 4. Mexicans don't like people to tell jokes about the dead. This is false. Number 5. The street candles are to guide families on their way to the gravesite. Let's see the correct one. This is false. And the last one, Mexicans believe the journey the spirits make is quick and easy. This is false, actually. Thank you very much for your attention.